We're all packed up and ready to go. We got our bows all sighted in and everything. So it is time to leave for New Zealand bright and early tomorrow morning. This is part 2 of our New Zealand trip where we're hunting red stag, fallow deer, and Arapawa ram. So I brought the rifle out because we're getting down to the last couple days and we're just running out of time. So I've got my rifle and I've got my bow, but there's some stags over on the other side of this hill, so we're just gonna kind of walk a little bit, see if we can't find something. It's been a long day of hiking and stuff, so it would feel really good to get a stag no matter what, if it's with my rifle or my bow. So let's go try to make something happen. The first kill that we're going to show you guys is the red stag that I ended up killing that some of you guys might have seen last week. We had got set up on this one red stag that we were just getting ready to go after, and as we're about ready to leave, to our left, Austin and I noticed that there was another red stag coming right up this little hill that was in front of us. Austin and I were all set up on this stag that had just came in, and we were just waiting to get everybody else's attention so I could get the go to shoot this stag.
Shoot him.
Right, well, you shot him perfectly. Nice looking.
The guide grunted, which got the stag to stop for just a second, and I took the shot, and he was down.
Man,
you happy?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna shoot him until you told me to. Thank you so much. That's, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It was the 4th day, and this was actually the first animal that we had gotten down, so it was a huge relief. New Zealand has some of the most beautiful views in the world, and some of the most unique animals you'll ever be able to harvest. But it's also a place where you can have a lot of fun. We are at the Thrill Seekers Adventures, and we're gonna get on the jet boat and go on this river here. I did it before in Queenstown, but I guess this one's a little bit more intense. So yeah, it should be fun. I'm excited, and there's bungee jumping over here too that I might do, but we'll see. These jet boats are something that they do in a few different places in New Zealand. I did it once before when we went to Queenstown the first time I went to New Zealand, and then we did it again when we were here, and it is so much fun. They take you down the river, they go super fast, they get really close to rocks, and it's a lot of fun. got a lot of exciting hunting coming your way. Big Boys TV will be right back. Since I had already got my stag and it was pretty hot that day, we decided we were going to go bow hunt for either fallow deer or rams. This will just kind of be a fun plus to do, so let's go get one. We were stalking up on these rams and we were getting really close, but there was 3 of us. All these rams were coming up over this little hill, and I kept getting zoned in on one, and then another one would come up, and then I had my dad telling me which one to shoot, so it was all kind of a little bit crazy. We couldn't decide which one I was going to take. And so I had pulled back, but it was a little too late because I couldn't decide which one I wanted to shoot. And then they saw us and they ran off. But there's like tons of these little rams all over the place. So I knew I was going to get one, but I was still a little bit frustrated.
As soon as they stopped and looked at us, I knew any movement would be gone.
It was pretty cool. We were right on them.
10 yards? 12 yards?
Yeah.
I was 20, but I would say that the biggest problem was that, you know, picking one out, because as soon as there's a good one and it's in range, and then all of a sudden then the bigger one, and then the next third one's even bigger, you know.
Since my dad hadn't had a chance to go out and shoot anything yet, we're going to take him out and see if we can't harvest a red stag for him.
We've got the Horizon today, Horizon Firearm, 300 Win Mag.
Kind of hiked up this little ridge here, and there's a stag sitting right at the top of this mountain that we've hiked lots of times. My dad's got my Horizon Firearms 300 Win Mag. He's about 171 yards away, so we're gonna have him take this one.
That's the way to do it. Oh my God. I think that was pretty cool. We just got up here, and we had seen this one last night, folks, and that's what pre-scouting does. And I'm just hoping he doesn't break an antler.
Oh.
You could hear it hit that time, folks. I'll tell you what, if you don't have a custom firearm you need to get one, because Horizon, we are 100% sold. Derek Radcliffe, and I'm not just saying this for a commercial, because we believe in this gun. This gun is outstanding. I dropped it right in its tracks. I mean, I had to put one more in it. I tried to get back up, and here, folks, because there's such a decline from the top of this mountain, you don't want those antlers to come rolling down, because if it gets down the bottom, there's nothing left to them. So if they're still standing or they try to get back up, put them back down so you don't damage the animal. But what a great spot. He was bedded right up here. I'm sure when we came up around the corner here, he probably stood up to see what we were, and we didn't have any time. Kevin loaned me his spotting scope and just set it right on it, and now you can see his rack sitting right up at the top there. Big Boy down here in New Zealand, Spey Creek Outfitters. We've just had a blast here. I've got my Big Boy down here. We're at Spey Creek Outfitters. John and Wyatt do a great job. They got Kevin Smith guiding for them, and we just had a great morning. We barely got up here, spotted them at the top of the mountain, climbed up the edge here, got set up. Kevin loaned me his tripod with a spotting scope to have a rest on, and the Horizon firearm, I mean, just worked amazing.
If you're just joining us, we're here in New Zealand at Spey Creek Outfitters. Interesting fact about New Zealand is before people even started to settle on New Zealand and bring all these animals over, the only mammal that was on the island was a bat. Because all these animals are over here and there's no predators to control them, it's really good that us hunters go over there every year and control the population. There's an interesting story about fallow deer and why they brought them over to the island of New Zealand. Fallow deer were brought over for kings and people that were really wealthy, and they were only harvested by the kings and by the really wealthy people because their meat and their antlers were looked at as like a prized possession. Obviously things have changed a little bit, but I still think that the fallow deer are a beautiful animal, and it was definitely something that I really wanted to harvest with my bow. So we were driving around in the truck, kind of just looking for fallow deer, and we had drove by and there was a fallow deer that was sitting like 20 yards from the road. So we decided to back up and stock up on it and try to get a shot.
He's right up there. Did he move?
So I knew my first shot was okay, but not perfect. The fallow deer ran off, so we decided to stalk it some more. more shot in, and that finished it off.
That's good.
I'm serious, these fallow deer are tough as nails. Even after my second shot, the deer got up and ran right after us.
Ready, Jada?
Ready? I just got my fallow deer in about, I don't know, half an hour. I had to stick 2 arrows in them because I just had to finish them off on that last one, but that was really fun. This is my first spot and stalk with my bow, and it's definitely a really fun experience. I'll definitely be doing more of it, and I'll be definitely practicing shooting my bow a little bit more with some different angles and stuff.
Right there. Down in the trees.
There he is.
Yeah!
There he is, my. That's
Big boy
awesome.
down.
Woo! Sweet. Oh my gosh. That's so awesome. Today has been just absolutely fantastic. Shot this this fallow deer. This is just so exciting, and with the bow, I mean, this spot and stalk stuff with a bow, this is the first time I've ever done it, and it's so tough. It's totally different than tree stand hunting or anything else. So, but let's go see this fallow deer because I'm super excited. What a beautiful buck. Oh, that's so cool. I shot one of these when I was 10 years old in Texas. I was only 10 years old when I shot one of these, and now I'm 20, 10 years later, and I shot another one, but with my bow this time. It's cool. Cool? Let's pull them out. After a successful harvest on my fallow deer, we went to the lodge to have some lunch. We have one more hunt coming up for you guys, and Big Boys TV will be right back. We're here in New Zealand, and so far we've been able to harvest 2 red stag and a fallow deer. So I really wanted to go after one of these Arapawa rams. We've got some of these wild sheep over on the other side of this little hill here. So we're gonna stock up on them, see if I can't get a kill with my bow. I didn't bring it all the way across the world for nothing, so. And it's just really fun to stalk these little things, so let's go have some fun.
Yeah, buddy.
I got one shot in that was pretty good, but I knew it probably wasn't gonna finish it off. That was awesome. We just stalked these sheep, and I ended up shooting at it at 40 yards. But it was a little further back, so we just stalked him up here, and I literally got to like 5 yards and just finished him off. That was pretty sweet. That was really fun. It's a really white sheep, really pretty. So yeah.
Tough shot. Stuck up on. First shot was a tough one, straight downhill. 40 yards. Hit him a little bit back, but found him, and she snuck up on him really good, made a nice shot. It's been a long week hunting and
Yeah, it
a fun
has.
week.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure to have you guys here, and been great. You've earned every animal you've gotten today.
Yep. And I've got my bow kill. So I was worried I wouldn't get a bow kill, but I got one. Thank you so much.
Headed out of here, had a good hunt, and
It was
shot
awesome.
some good animals.
Oh, it was a great time here. I'll tell you, John and Wyatt do an amazing job.
Oh, give me a
I
muffin.
mean, we had a blast. We don't want to leave. We'll be counting the days that we get to come back.
If you guys are looking for somewhere to go that has some of the best hunting in the world and some of the most beautiful tourism spots, New Zealand is definitely the place to go. If you've ever even thought about going, don't hesitate, just go, because it is an amazing place.
If I make that tree look small,